everybody, Cherish here. So today I want to talk about commitment, and apparently it's a hot topic for some people because I got some haters on a couple of my posts today. Apparently they have commitment issues, I'm going to say. I struck a nerve, found it kind of funny. And yes, they were all male. Finding that even more interesting. At any rate, I want to talk about how commitment plays into your ability to change your habits. It's hard. Commitment is hard in no matter what avenue that you look down, in relationship, in business, in yourself. Commitment is hard. It takes balls to be committed to something. And if you can stick it out, it is worth it. If you can't, then you need to adjust and try again. It's only those quitters and those commitment phobes, obviously, that need to reevaluate where they are and what they're actually wanting. So when you're committing to yourself, I find it really funny that we can push our own commitments off and not even have a second glance at it. We don't care if we do a workout. We don't care if we pick up takeout or if we eat at home. We don't care if it concerns us specifically and only us. I find it so interesting that it doesn't really matter. We don't care what the outcome is because, it's just us. It's okay. I can take care of me later, or I can do this later. And if you actually think about it, if you take care of yourself, kind of like in an airplane, if your oxygen mask comes on, you need to put it on yourself first before the kid next to you, right? Well, you have to take care of yourself in order to take care of other people. And if you don't, you're going to end up wearing yourself out and breaking yourself down and not being of any use to anybody. So making that commitment to yourself isn't a selfish thing. It is not that you're putting yourself above other people. It's not that you're better than other people. It means that you mean something. It means that you're making yourself a priority and you plan on taking care of yourself so you can take care of other people later. And I'm finding it even more interesting that a lot of people in service positions, they tend to push themselves off even more than others. Now, I love my friends and family that are in service positions. They hold the biggest chunks of my heart. And I include everybody from the medical field to the public defense field to military. But here's what I need you to hear. I need you to hear this, because if you don't, you're not going to be here to do what you love to do, what you've been called to do. If you don't take care of yourself, what you're doing now, what you're passionate about, you're not going to be able to do that later. And so all of this work is for nothing unless you set yourself up for success. So changing those bad habits, changing those few things that seem so insignificant, but actually do have a huge impact on you later. You need to change those things to make this huge domino effect happen. And my whole thought around this entire thing is that it amazes me. And I didn't realize that I did this because I was asked recently, what are some commitments that I've made myself that I followed through on? And it took me a long time. It took me a long time to figure out what I've done recently that I'm like, oh yeah, I did that for myself. It was great. And I felt good about it. And it didn't have anything to do with a fitness program or my family. It was, what have you done for yourself that you can be proud of that you held yourself to? So it's like you set yourself a goal and you didn't follow through and you let yourself off the hook for it. Why? Why is it any different that we can't hold ourselves accountable when we hold other people accountable? Now, I am an extremely punctual person. I hate when I am late. And it's not that I hate anybody else, it's I hate myself for it. I do not like being even 2 minutes late because I value the other person's time that much. I do not want them waiting on me. I don't want them thinking that I've stood them up. I want nothing to that effect to ever happen to people. And so when people do it to me, I take it really personal. Really personal. And there are some family members out there that can vouch for that because I have not been the nicest person when it has happened. And I understand that they don't mean to be that way and that it's on me. But if you value something that much and you've communicated that much to somebody, maybe you need to honor that. Just like you need to honor those commitments to yourself. So if you've committed to yourself that you're going to make some changes against your bad habits to change them for better, or you've made a commitment to yourself to see something through, don't let yourself off the hook. Don't. There's no reason to let yourself off the hook if you wouldn't let your friend off the hook for it. If your friend says, hey, man, I am going to run a 5K in 3 months, and they're not out training for it, hold them accountable. They told you for a reason. They wanted you to know. They want you to be their cheerleader, and yet you're going to let them off the hook. Is that okay? Is that okay that we don't hold each other accountable? And yes, accountability starts with yourself. Only you can truly hold yourself accountable because only you know if you're lying or not. Only you know if you're going to work your ass off at your workout. Only you know if you're going to eat that cupcake. And let me tell you, I spent $75 at a bakery this morning. Do you know how hard it was not to buy? Oh, okay. I bought a cake for my son's birthday this weekend. I bought 3 dozen cookies for my son's preschool because I'm being nice to the teachers. They asked for cookies, okay? They asked for no cupcakes. Obviously, they're all kind of under the age of 2. I get it, no frosting. But then I also bought a friend an almond coffee cake, and I bought a couple of treats for some friends. Now, did I have to do any of that? No. Could I have eaten half of them on my way to wherever I was going? Oh, you bet your butt I could have. Let me tell you, those cookies look delicious. 3 dozen, nobody would have noticed. 2, 3, 4 gone by the time I got there. But I made a commitment to myself that I'm not going to do that. How hard is that? How hard is it? And how odd is it when you start really thinking about it that you can't hold yourself accountable to do something, but you make other people be accountable to what you need? So if you take that same level of commitment, for all of you commitment phobes out there, if you take that same level of commitment, imagine the possibilities that will open everywhere around you. Everywhere. Hold yourself accountable and you will see doors open everywhere. So, my challenge for you today is for you to make a commitment. Make a commitment and promise yourself that you will follow through on those little habits that you're changing to create your snowball effect. If you need help or you want to chat, or if you need a sounding board for anything, please feel free to let me know. Comment below or message me. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I hope you have a great one.